sideways on the highway.
Oh yeah.
So I was in a pickup truck without 4-wheel drive. Just not enough weight in the back.
Nope.
And I ended up sideways. And you look out the passenger window, and it's traffic coming at you.
Yeah.
So luckily, I still was moving forward across the lanes of traffic. That was probably the biggest breath I've taken of relief. I've had a couple close calls. Yeah.
I always thought the truck I had, like, I'm not going to say is invincible, but like wouldn't do that sort of stuff. Because I've been in a Camaro that had no weight in the back end, and I was in the fast lane going slow. Somebody on the highway, somebody was passing me in the slow lane. Somehow wind got underneath me, and I did 360s in the middle, landed on the path or the slow lane berm or slow lane like shoulder as a semi is coming, barreling down. I'm like, oh hi, don't mind me.
I took down a neighborhood streetlight once.
Oh. The food truck I was with yesterday.
Luckily, it fell over the other direction and not towards the car. So,
that's good.
Yeah, that was me screwing around when I was 18, 19, doing some fishtailing on a half an inch of snow, and I lost it. I don't know how I didn't get a bill for said streetlight.
No cameras back then.
No, and police officer probably knew.
Oh. Okay.
But he was pretty cool. Like, you could see the length that I was spinning down the road.
Oh, okay. So you were there. You called the police. Who called the police?
Oh, yeah, I had to.
Oh. And what did
there
you
say? There was a street light down in the road.
Before he gets there, you're just doing donuts just to cover up any tracks.
That was vehicle one that I totaled.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
All right. This has been winter driving with Josh and Skippy.
You go broadside into a street light. Yeah, I mean.
Damn.
Yeah. It usually breaks or bends the frame.
I just lost control. I swear.
Sorry, I guess I was probably going a little too fast.
Not the 4 donuts I did beforehand.
Hey, don't look back there. Took me everything to gain control again, and
you're out walking around, shoveling
trying to cover up the tracks. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I went in.
My driver's ed class actually took us out in we're in the school parking lot, and said, "Hey, does anybody want to do donuts?" I'm like,
"It's the best way to learn."
I'm like, "Yeah." I felt like I was the state police patrol people that go to
the course.
Yeah, the course that's in Lansing.
Yeah, that's the best way to learn how to regain control, is to do dumb stuff in wide open parking lots.
Absolutely.
So it's a lot hard to do that stuff in cars these days, which I guess is a good thing, but
yeah, right.
Whatever.
Damn traction control.
Damn it. So yeah, I don't know how did we get there. Anyways, yeah. So yeah, it's been an expensive weekend for me.
Yeah, I bet.
I put down a $5,000 deposit on the smoker.
So let's talk about the smoker. You had mentioned, and I think we talked, and I don't know if you found cooperation or deniability. Probably not the right words, but hey, are you able to just use sticks?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. And that's been confirmed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Once you have your coal bed, you're good. A coal bed doesn't matter if it's charcoal coal bed or a stick coal bed.
Okay.
Right? Once you have your bed of coals, and as long as you can maintain the bed of coals.
Correct.
Yeah.
So do we have an idea about how we're going to cook on this? Like are we still going to do the same thing that we did previously? Just fill it up with charcoal, get it lit, throw a couple sticks in, and go to bed?
Probably, yeah. Well, I mean, it's never going to be turned off except for that one day like we do now. It's going to be running nonstop. Because there's no sense of me turning it off at noon just to get the whole process going again 3 hours later. You know, I'm not gaining anything by shutting it down for 3 hours.
No,
or whatever,
I understand that.
So no, before I go to bed, I'm not going to fill it up with charcoal.
Okay,
We'll
so
go.
maybe,
We'll go 3 sticks, 3 sticks or 4 sticks on top of whatever coals are in there, and
and
that
you
should
think
get
there's
us.
enough air movement to prevent
Why?
them from
Yeah.
smoldering?
Why wouldn't there be enough air movement?
I don't know. I don't know anything about them, so that's why I'm asking. Like,
Okay,
if
a
you've asked
fire.
these questions.
A fire is a fire. It doesn't matter what the source is. A charcoal fire and a wood fire, you still need the same components.
It needs oxygen though to
Right.
burn.
I
Okay.
understand. It doesn't matter if there's a propane flame in there. The propane flame still needs air too.
Yes. There.
So the
yes.
unit pulls air in,
The
regardless
unit.
of
Okay.
whether it's in competition mode or not. It still pulls air in because you need air for fire.
But yeah. There's a damper on the front of the firebox.
Right.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I've never heard of anybody using sticks only in those. Is what I was asking.
But
Like,
okay, it doesn't matter though if it's sticks or charcoal. A fire is a fire. The components are the same. It's
one
just the
lasts
fuel's
longer
different.
than the other.
Yes, wood lasts longer than charcoal.
Oh, I think it's the other way around.
No.
Hmm.
I guess it depends on if you go by weight, hours to weight, or hours to volume.
Well, so okay, like
Everything's
what you said.
relative.
If I use if I use my 55-gallon gateway and I put charcoal in it, it's going to last longer than if I use just wood.
Well, yeah. How much wood can you put in your gateway?
Well, I mean, if I just use chunks, I can put a good chunk in there. I can put a good lot in there.
So I think the biggest difference is that you'll get a bed of coals quicker with charcoal. So I think if you just started with straight wood, I think you're going to struggle because you're not going to build up that bed of coals because it takes longer to get good wood down to coal, which I think is why you start with. Go ahead.
I was going to say, will you use propane to start, like the burner to start your coals
For the week? Yeah, probably. Yeah, so we'll probably do a. Just making sure I was looking at the right comments. Yeah, so we'll probably do a small amount of charcoal that we start in a basket or a chimney. Dump that in and then go with wood. That's how we started all our fires on our stick burner. Yeah, but we're not going to continuously add charcoal to it. We'll go all wood after that. Once the fire's going, there's no reason not to go straight to wood, other than cost and ease. I mean, yes, we would have to add wood more often than we would charcoal. But that's not because the wood burns faster. It's just because you can't load it up. You can't put 12 sticks in there. You know?
True. Yeah.
Whereas you could put 15 pounds of charcoal in there. So I think it's just, yeah.
See, I was thinking like when you leave your house for the day to go to wherever you're going, that you would top it off with charcoal just to keep a bed because the sticks are going to break apart faster. So when they're burnt or burning, they're going to, with as much as your trailer, every trailer bounces,
yeah,
you'll get down to, I think, bare coals faster.
Okay,
so it's
but
like,
what if we added a stick though before we left? Everything's going to run still. I mean, everything's powered when we're driving down the road because we run the generator driving down the road.
I tried that yesterday. It didn't work.
What do you mean it didn't work? Generator shut off?
Yeah, it shut off on me. I honestly, it could have been low in gas, and I don't remember, but
okay.
I could still see the gas gauge when I left my house before I went and got gas.
You could still see the red on it?
Yes, I could still see the red.
How far did you drive?
2 miles.
Oh, you should have been fine.
I noticed with the Predators that if wind is facing the exhaust, it'll shut off. So if it was windy on one side of the trailer.
We've had those conversations before.
Yeah.
Ours has never shut off while we've been driving.
Yeah.
So I know there's vibration detections.
Could be.
But yours is mounted. I mean,
it's not mounted. I mean, it's ratchet strap down, but it's.
So I wonder if you're getting more But mine's only ratchet strapped.
Yeah, you took the wheels off though, didn't you?
No.
Oh.
So I have 2 4x4s sitting underneath it.
Oh, okay.
That are attached to the frame of the trailer, and then I ratchet strap to the 4x4s.
Yeah, I'm gonna put D-rings on it so I can just do it now. But
I wonder
right
if
now it's just wrapped.
Just where it's sitting, maybe it's in between the frame, so you're getting a little more bounce on it.
Yeah, I don't know.
But yeah, we've down dirt roads that have been bumpy and shit, and we've never had ours turn off ever. And we've driven it with. I mean, no, I don't think that's maybe. I mean, we might have had it turn off once. I'd have to. I mean, Chris can probably confirm for me. When we drove it up to the UP, we had it running. It might have turned off, but it might have also run out of gas.
Yeah, we've only. Attention, so. Yesterday we were only going like I said we went 2 miles. We were only going like 5 miles total, so
right.
It wasn't anything that was going to hurt anything.
Yeah. So, but yeah, we almost always now we have it running. For a couple of reasons. Even if we're going like 5 miles down the road, it's because a trailer in the summer heats up so fast.
Yeah.
That we turn the generator on just so we can turn the AC on and keep air flowing through there. And then, yeah, we get some of those where we're driving an hour or more and, just keep the cabinet hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting.
I haven't really tried it going like in the winter or summertime. I only tried it because it was really cold yesterday. And I wasn't leaving until like 3, so.
Are you doing oil changes on this one?
I did oil changes on all of them.
That's not what you said.
I said ish.
When your last one died, I asked you when the last time you did an oil change was, and you said never.
So this one will receive an oil change as soon as I take it off the trailer, which it should be probably today or tomorrow.
It's not sitting on. You can't do it while it's on the trailer.
I mean, I could probably. I just haven't. Okay. Actually, no. My platform is very close to where the. I don't know if I have enough room. I might have to move it over a smidge, but I'm sure I can make it happen.
Yeah, I inadvertently mounted ours perfectly.
Good.
So where our original generator for that trailer was, there's a hole cut out in the diamond plate for it to fit in. So this one's sitting right over that hole, and everything just lines up perfectly. So I can put an oil pan on the ground, and where the drain plug is, that it goes right down into there. It's flawless, and it's pretty easy to do. So,
it's just empty and refill.
Yeah, 20 minutes and it's ready to go again. So yeah, we've done two on this one, which sets the record for a number of oil changes we've done on any of the generators we've had.
Well, that's good.
But fingers crossed that we get more than a year out of this one. So
yeah, you should.
It's got a lot of hours on it.
Does it have how many? Do you know?
We're over 1,000.
Well, you've had it for what? A year?
So we got it April.
Okay.
April at the latest, because we had our second inspection because we had to have that done before April 15th or April 30th or whatever. So at the latest, it was mid-April.
I still have 2 next year before April 30th. We'll do one at the Viking Festival and then we'll do one in March.
Yeah, so we're typically, and I think it annoys them a little bit because we cut it so close. So we'll do April and then we'll do typically like October, like August, September, October.
Yeah.
So that way they're spread out. I mean, we could do them both in a month, but that seems weird.
Yeah.
So,
speaking of our wonderful health department, I've left now 4 messages and I have not gotten a call back regarding the cafe and just asking some things. Did I talk about last week how I called another health department and they gave me some good news?
No.
Oh, so I called the health department that my trailer is licensed through. I called them and I said, hey, I understand that whatever you're going to tell me is only your county and nothing else. So please direct these as like if I'm opening in your county.
Hypothetical.
Okay? Yeah. I said, I'm opening a brick and mortar. It's a current establishment coffee shop. They have their own license, blah, blah. I said, do you know what? Can you not do that?
What?
Whatever you just did, we heard. So there you go.
Just unwrapping a candy.
Oh. Was that a peppermint candy?
No. Cream savers.
Oh, those are good too. Cherry though? Strawberry.
Strawberry.
Oh, good. Because cherry is horrible. Reminds me of cough syrup. Brings back bad memories. PTSD of cough syrup. Anyway.
Anyway.
So they said that as long as I am not, or we didn't erect or destroy walls.
Yeah.
I know. Did that just for you. I can actually operate under their license.
Oh, all right.
And I will only need more than likely a partial plan review and not a full plan review. Because there were filling out this paperwork is a lot different than filling out the STFU paperwork because there's stuff about the building. I'm like, I'm not the owner of the building. What do I need to know about it? So they would look at their license and what they did and then figure out if there's enough to operate a second smaller location in the same building. So I think that's the plan, is we're going to operate under their license for now. She did mention that keep in mind if there's any foodborne illness problems, it's under their license, not yours. I'm like,
sounds like their problem.
I'm like, yeah, well,
bonus for me.
They serve our brisket in their breakfast burritos, so whatever. So yeah, that's kind of good news. So we ordered all our equipment. Hopefully, it should be in here next week. I found a 2-door commercial fridge for $1,100, which is really good. I have to go get a haircut this week.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, this is getting.
Is that the hair you're talking about? You don't trim your own beard?
That and this. No, I actually don't. Because she fades it. I go to a special gal.
Sorry, you get a fade on your beard?
Yeah. Start off low up here and it fades down. So it's like a little point at the bottom. Listen, it's a good beard, okay?
It's a beard.
There's no salt in this beard. There. Salt pepper shaker over there.
Yeah. Distinguished.
Excuse me. I had a cough.
You know why they say the chin is usually the first thing that goes white?
Why would that be?
I don't know. I was just wondering if you knew.
I'm sure there's some sort of joke around there. Goes right over my head.
Most things do.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm short. Oh, yeah, I wanted to talk about our good friend Justin.
Yes.
I have to go to Facebook first.
Okay.
So Justin seemed to rile up your friend, Bill Moore.
All right.
So Justin had posted, and I'm sure he'll chime in, and it was a good conversation in the food truck training group. I'll pull this up here. I'm sure he's going to chime in here any moment. Blah, blah. And
uh-oh. No.
What? What'd you do? Fucking broke it, didn't you?
No, I thought I closed out YouTube. Justin said, "Did Skippy say he had a question for me?" Yep, he's getting to that. Sorry.
No, not a question for him. Just kind of about the
just talking trash about you, Justin.
There's no trash talking at all. So the question that was posed is, what do you guys do to help control ketchup waste? What?
I saw it. I did not read through any of these comments.
Okay. We currently just put a bottle out and let people help themselves. We can go through 3+ bottles easy at some events. What are you guys doing? I'm like, doesn't say what kind of truck they do.
Okay.
So our friend Justin, and he's got 7 replies underneath this.
Mm-hmm.
And he's a top contributor to the food truck training group. It says packets. You can either set them out or portion them out per order. We leave them out for the most part. People aren't greedy, but packets offer better portion control than a self pour. And so somebody asked Justin, but if You're with a group of trucks, non-customers can take advantage. Same with napkins, cost of doing business. And I love what Justin says. If a few napkins and ketchup packets walking away affects you that much, you're doing it wrong. Or you're doing something wrong. The speed we gain by not having to ask about napkins, forks, ketchup packets far outweighs the loss of walking ketchup. Plus, if someone comes up to you to ask for a fork or ketchup, I'd still say yes, even if they weren't my customer.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That's great. Like, great answer.
Bill Moore did not like that. I already know.
He did not.
Yep.
And it's not, and I think it's because Bill automatically took the road of, why are you not? So he basically, Justin Harris, why would you not ask if napkins are needed? Just assume they are and put them in the bag. Same with silverware. Ketchup is an assumption with certain products, and all these items should be ready or should already be costed into the recipe and reflected in the menu price.
Hold on. I am working on Justin wants to hop in.
Sure.
I got to get him the link. Which means everybody's going to get the link. So please, not everybody hop in.
Well, anybody can hop in if they want.
Well, I still have part for lunch.
He basically, Bill Moore just took the route of, Justin, why are you not giving them this stuff? And Justin's like, we do.
So Bill Moore, his big thing for any successful food truck is cost. You have to know all your costs. Every cost counts. Every half a penny is important. So for him he is not somebody that probably puts out napkins. He is probably somebody that hands every single person a napkin.
Oh, yeah.
Probably one.
Probably one.
And if someone else comes up and asks for a napkin, he's probably going to ask for a receipt to make sure that they shopped at his food truck.
I could see that.
Maybe not. But this is the impression I get from him. Now, it's being a member of that group plus meeting him and being in some of his live sessions. Yeah, it's food cost for him. And if you're not, yeah, this is the problem I had with the speakers they had, is that everything was very much squeeze every penny out of every person you can. And
what do you mean?
Don't do something for free that you can make another 5 cents on.
Okay. I got you. Okay. So as you say that, I thought about that. So when we were using Blues Hog sauces, Blues Hog actually makes a 2-ounce sample pack. And I was going to order them because I'm like, okay, well, I give them out for $1, whatever. They cost me 89 cents. I give them out for $1. But it's like, then people are always going to ask, do you have extra sauce? They're like I feel bad if I say, yeah, extra sauce is $1. If I didn't give them enough on their sandwich.
We got Jace. Justin is in the lobby. He's coming in right now.
Oh.
And Jason with Birdies says, Bill Moore also says if you pass along a service fee, you shouldn't be in business. If you can't eat the 3.5%, which I agree with, and I think everybody else does. So he contradicts himself there, and that's 100% true.
Funny, yeah. Square doesn't allow the 3% anymore.
Yeah.
Hold on, I can't hear you.
Justin, welcome.
Hi, Justin. Hello.
How's the land of noodles?
Can you hear us?
Oh boy.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. Hi. Oh, excellent.
Am I good? Am I too loud? Last time I did this, I was way too loud.
You're perfect.
Okay.
You're great.
At least on the live, you're okay.
Okay. Okay. I love Bill. He gives great advice. But he's a corporate numbers black and white guy, and he's going to tell everyone the corporate black and white answers. Like, and he's going to be a pennies guy. And then part of I think the last comment I made on there was about where the background I come from.
Yeah.
And that's Captain D's. And it's not the best restaurant in the world, but one thing they've always kind of tried to do different was hospitality. And so when you walk into a Captain D's today, all of their sauces are out in the dining room. If you want to put your hands together and pump tartar sauce until your arm goes numb, you can.
Mm-hmm.
And then also there's the speed factor. And I'm also by myself most of the time. So it is way faster for me to leave that stuff out. And
yeah, sure.
And I do incorporate that stuff in the recipes. So,
yep.
I mean,
I just felt like he just jumped on you for like not thinking that maybe that's what you were doing. He took it to the effect of, well, why aren't you doing this? And this should be this way. And that's the way I took it. And I like the end answer that you gave him was good. Just kind of, I appreciate learning other ways and viewpoints of doing this.
Yeah. And like, there's a million ways to run a food truck. And then, I mean, some people may like to run their food trucks by the pennies and go, we're going to make as much pennies and nickels and dollars as we can. For me, it's about the whole experience. And I'm afraid that it looks like I'm penny pinching if I go, how many ketchup packets would you like?
I tell you what, it's going to make an impression with somebody if they get hassled about asking for an extra sauce, or they come over to your truck looking for some napkins.
Yeah.
And you're like, did you get food from us? You didn't get food from us. I'm not giving you a fork.
Yeah,
go back over to the truck you were at.
Yeah.
It's
I leave
it's a half a penny.
I used to leave sauce outside, but I realized that wasn't the best idea, mainly because, especially in the summertime, there's a lot of bees that like sweet sauce.
Yeah.
But the other thing is I definitely leave all our cutlery packets. We buy the fork and knife, and comes with salt, pepper, and a napkin. And if they want another napkin, I'll give them a piece of paper towel. I mean, I have no problem leaving that stuff out there. And there's so much. I think people appreciate it more if they just come to you and say, "Hey, can I get an extra napkin or something like that?"
Mm-hmm.
Whether they bought something or not, maybe they'll buy something next time. You said, Justin, it's all about the experience. How can you get those people to come back?
Our normal roadside, everything's out on the counter. But when we get to busier festivals where we know we're going to be slammed, we'll hand out forks and napkins and put them in the bag, only because we go through them so fast, especially if we have people from other trucks come in. We can't keep up. I don't want to be out of forks out on the shelf and not know about it. So for then, it's just easier because we have an extra person for those events anyways. It's easier just to put a fork in the bag. Yeah. And if someone comes up and asks for a fork or a napkin, 100% we'll give it. So
yeah, and it also depends on the truck. I see if you're like a hamburger or hot dog truck where condiments are on every order, that your condiment bill is going to be a lot bigger. See, we sell mostly spaghetti, but I also have smashed burgers and fries. And so I do have ketchup, I do have mustard, I do have mayonnaise. And so for me, it's not that big part of my menu. So it's more reason for me to set it out. We have ranch, but I don't set the ranch out, but it's because, it's a little bit more expensive, but also I don't have enough room on the shelf. And then if people rarely ask me for it. When we do kids chicken tenders and we do cheese sticks, people get ranch with their cheese sticks every now and then.
Skippy, you're weird.
Yeah, last night at that event we ran out of. Yeah. Hey, I don't ask. Everything. Their money's still green.
Absolutely.
It's covered in ranch. But yeah, last night we ran out of packets, and I do have backup bottles. And I put the whole bottle was gone. And
sounds like you had a good night. Gone. Sounds like you had a good night.
Yeah.
So we do jalapenos and raw red onion for our mac and cheese and nachos and stuff. And people ask for that stuff on the side. I'm okay with. What really irritates me and makes me want to charge somebody is like our nachos. They want everything separated and on the side, completely deconstructed.
I hate that.
I'm going through $1.50 and frickin'
ups. Yeah, I hate that.
Bless America. But, we do it and we smile and I hide my annoyance. And it's going to get somebody to come back, and I'm going to lose $1.50, but I'm going to gain $3 every time they come back because we didn't hassle them, or we didn't charge them for it. We charge for extra sauce, like extra sides of sauce for stuff, but that's purely just because our sauce is so damn expensive.
All right, so you charge for extra sauce. So I know we talked about like a rack of ribs, you're going to give somebody 2 sauces or 4 sauces or something like that.
Yep.
I've always wondered, what do you do? Somebody's already paid for their order. They see that you've given them X amount of sauces, and they don't think it's enough.
We'll hand them one. We won't charge them.
Exactly. And that's, so it's like, do people just know that that's going to happen just so they don't have to pay for extra sauce?
Our regular customers all say extra sauce while they're ordering, and they'll ask for a specific number of cups.
Yeah. And there are always going to be those people playing the game.
Oh, always.
Yeah. So,
but it's everything works itself out. I mean, for us, it's at 25 cents is what we charge for an extra sauce cup. I don't even know that we're making the money back.
No, probably not.
So, but at least we're kind of easing it. We don't have somebody asking for 10 extra sauces at that point. And if someone ordered and then came back and said, "Hey, can I get like 6 extra sauce cups?" I'm like, "Yeah, I need to charge you $1.50."
That's fair.
I mean, it's totally fair. Always, and I would tell my managers at Captain D's, it's always more expensive to lose a customer than to lose a couple of packets of sauce or a little bit more hush puppies or fries. It's always more expensive to lose a customer in the long run.
So
it costs a lot of money to get them back.
Yeah.
In reading some of these comments, one comment is, never trust customers with your money. Keep it inside and give it to them when they ask. Whatever you do, do not charge people for sides of ketchup, as some people have suggested. It looks super cheap, way worse than charging separate credit card fees.
But again, why not just put, a ketchup packet in the bag or a napkin in the bag?
Yeah.
Because you're assuming at that point then someone is going home to eat.
True.
Versus they want to, like burger and fries. Like I eat my fries on the way home, whether or not I eat the burger on the way home. I'm eating the fries while I'm driving. Not that I would put ketchup on fries while I'm driving, but say a napkin. Put a napkin in the bag, 1 or 2 or 3 or whatever. But you're looking at tenths of a cent per napkin, if that.
So Bill threw in a comment, any self-service item will be abused. Bottles or ketchup sitting on an unguarded table are just asking for waste and messes. Make a part of the ordering process to ask about side condiments whenever needing those condiments are ordered. And this is where I don't know if he's ever gone inside a Taco Bell.
He has, because he's worked at all of them.
All right, so
and that's where,
like at Taco Bell, when you order food, they ask what type of sauce is needed.
Only through the drive-thru.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
When you go in, you can grab the whole freaking bucket of sauce, and nobody's going to say a word because there's nobody in there to take your order. They all use kiosk anyway. But still,
but that's just part of it. And how I see it is you're being more hospitable by saying, Chipotle has a hot sauce bar now. Moe's has a salsa bar. These bigger guys are doing it. And yes, I understand that they can probably cover the overhead better, but it's part of the experience. And it could draw, not that I'm saying free ketchup is going to draw people in. But, like last night, 2 people came up and grabbed forks that went to other trucks. Well, when they came up, they slowed down and looked at my menu for a second. And we do that mega church a lot. And so I guarantee you the next time I'm there and they walk by my truck, they go, "Hey, man, I grabbed a fork. I was looking at their menu. Damn, it looked good." And so
they're more apt to order from you just because of the hospitality.
You didn't order food from my truck. You can't have a fork. Move along, buddy.
A negative impression is going to last a lot longer. Jason says we are in the people-pleasing business. You can't pick up pennies and pass over dollar bills. Making someone's day or a good impression can lead to catering jobs, great reviews, free advertising.
You step over pennies to pick up dollars.
You can either think of it as you're in the restaurant business or you're in the hospitality business. And either your plan is to be black and white and make the most money possible, or it's to have the best experience possible doing what you do.
And in my opinion, the latter leads to making more money.
Well, we just need more of that in the world in general. I mean,
yeah. And
I see where he's coming
again.
from. He's a corporate guy through and through, and that's my
Mm-hmm.
dad was a corporate guy. My dad worked for Captain D's Corporate for 25 years, and to this day, he does stuff very corporate way, where his mindset is, pennies and dollars, and like, hey, why don't you do it like this? And I go, well, I just feel like it feels better to do it this way. And it's more.
And that was Bill's job at all these.
Than it is to me.
Yeah, Bill worked. He says he worked for all the fast food places, and that was his job, was to make them as efficient and as profitable as possible, and where to cut and how to do things better, so that you're not sending pennies out the door that don't need to go. But yeah, I mean, hospitality is a whole thing that brings in money. And like, I'll push the book again, Unreasonable Hospitality. If you guys haven't read it, get it, listen to it. I think if we all run our food trucks in a manner that is unreasonable, hospitality side, that we will all be doing fine.
Yeah. When I read that book, I usually try to like keep a little notepad and write down like things I like.
Mm-hmm.
Every 5 minutes, I had to stop and write something. I mean, it is like quote after quote. I'm like, damn, that's good.
Yep.
Damn, that's good. That's a good idea. Like the whole, I've taken some of that to catering, where he was talking about the special spoons at the ice cream stand, where he was like, the 98.2, take 2% of your cost to go towards something special for your guests. So on the catering, now when we do tastings at the end, I break out a little bit of wine and chocolate while we talk numbers. And then they're also getting gift baskets at the end, where we do. I had chocolate bars made with our logos.
That's what you got to do.
A little bottle of champagne and a thank you card.
So, and that's kind of what we're doing. So now for our weddings, we're getting addresses of where the bride and groom live, and it is now we're now going to be sending flowers on the first anniversary type of thing. Just as a, hey, congratulations, don't forget about us. But more as just, something on the end, and that's I guarantee you, there's gonna be a post on it. So what can you do, not just in that very moment, but as part of the entire experience? And if you are saying that, when you do a wedding, that we want to be a part of your big event and your family and everything, and you have that, and barbecue lends itself to that very well. What are you doing to make yourself a part of their family? Like, I think we're gonna try to do little gift baskets for high school open houses. We're gonna ask the questions of, where's your graduate going to college, and then we can put in a T-shirt. We can do a gift card to a local restaurant of wherever they're going to school. A little, here you go. Here's something to get you going. And for $50 on a $1,500, $2,000 open house is nothing. To be able to, and it's gonna come back to you tenfold, 100%. So I think we all should be thinking that way, in ways that we can kind of go that extra mile to make things feel a little bit more special. Because I think a lot of food trucks are very transactional and cold in what they do. Yeah. And it's here's your food, we're out of here, thanks for the check.
Yeah. And I don't want to say don't listen to Bill. He does have great advice. He knows, as far as running a restaurant, black and white numbers, he's absolutely right. But you've got to soften the edges a little bit, and remember, you're also in the hospitality business. You're in the people business. You're not in the barbecue business. You're not in the spaghetti business. You're in the people business, and
people-pleasing business.
Yeah, you got to take care of your people.
Yep.
But you can't. It's just hard to put that on a report. Unless you do customer surveys.
That was Ray Kroc's thing. We're not a hamburger business serving people. We're a people business serving hamburgers.
Yep.
When I worked for Quicken Loans or Rocket Mortgage, they were a marketing company that happens to do mortgages on the side. They're a technology company that does mortgages. It's it's all the same.
Damn, I see why you guys wear hats now. Shit. I wasn't prepared to come on.
Just got to support my Lions. Unfortunately,
I thought they had a long week, but they have the same amount of week that they would. I thought they weren't playing until Sunday.
I've got
which is why they went and signed like 10 players in the last 2 days.
I've got an MTSU helmet and a bottle of rum right under it for a celebration of this 3-win season.
Go. Woohoo!
3-win season.
Is that Middle Tennessee State?
Yeah, with Derek Mason.
Well, I like my 7-win season and beating the Buckeyes. So my Saturday was great, despite everything bad that happened. My Saturday was perfect. Michigan overperformed. I don't care that Ohio State underperformed.
My Spartans are not bowl eligible this year. They got their ass destroyed. Yeah. They got their butt kicked bad.
Nobody's surprised.
Shut up. I was hoping for the best here.
That's all you guys got. Anyways, all right.
Really? Yeah. You're getting the highest. You're getting the highest paid quarterback in the freaking, and your backup playing decommitted, which is even better. I love it.
They have another backup.
Listen, yeah, you can only go so far with Orgy.
That's all right. They'll figure out how to use them. Anyways, all right. It's time. We're not going to get into sports talk at 10:30. All right.
Whatever. Justin, thanks for coming on, talking to us about your post. I think it was
going to be way too much to type. So
no problem. Save that link anytime you want to hop in, and that goes for anybody that's on the YouTube. You have the link. Anytime anybody wants to hop in for a few minutes, you're more than welcome to. If we have other things going on, we'll decline you, but more often than not, we'll let you in. So
we'll probably just decline Jason all the time.
Probably.
Or Bernie, whatever name he wants to go by now.
He says, I thought that was Jason.
To me, Josh, Jason, Justin.
Same time next week, I'm pretty sure. So 9:00 next Monday. We're getting close to the holiday, so we're going to have some changes of plans.
There should be a guest next Monday as well.
Excellent.
Fantastic, guys.
Thank you, everybody. Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Hopefully his shit uploads.
Boy, I really hope no one caught the flash of my account numbers on my screen.
Well.
It would have just been TikTok. All of China has it now.
Well, it's not as bad as what Gibbs did.
I think it was staged.
Oh, absolutely.
If you zoom in on the picture, it's all gibberish. It's all AI generated. It's like hieroglyphics on the play descriptions.
What's funny is when they asked Dan Campbell, he's like, I didn't know anything about that.
Well, yeah, you can't say that.
Didn't. Sure you didn't.
I like that they're having fun. It really sucks that no one they needed to lose could lose, even though all those games were stupid close.
Fucking Minnesota.
Green Bay escapes. Minnesota escapes. Well, Green Bay didn't really escape. They had pretty much control of that game. Minnesota escapes. The Eagles should have lost that game.
God bless it.
Yeah, there's some good football this weekend.
I did not. Unfortunately, I did not watch a bit of football other than
the Lions got zero help. So
after the way Buffalo played last night. Now, granted, 49ers are on a. Well, they suck.
They're not good.
They just picked apart their everything, especially in the snow. They picked it apart.
So they were talking about, when you just can't have that many players out for injury and still be able to compete. So if you look at the Lions opening day roster from week 1, they have two left on that opening roster. Not to mention all the second stringers. So someone posted the injury report for like everybody that's been hurt this year. Like we're past practice squad guys now, and they're still hanging.
Oh, I know.
But
it's the next man up mentality.
So they get. I think they signed 3 or 4 players since Thursday, all defensive guys. So hopefully, they can step in pretty quick at least.
So with the win last night, Buffalo clinched the division.
Yep.
There's a handful of teams that are mathematically eliminated from the playoffs.
Giants, I heard, were gone. I haven't heard anybody else, but
Giants, Raiders, Patriots.
Yeah,
not good.
The Lions. I gotta see if anybody's done the math. So if the Vikings win out to week 7 or week 18, I guess. And the Lions win through week 18. What happens if the Lions lose week 18? Do they still clinch the division and the 1 seed?
It'll
potentially?
Go.
I don't know how the
tiebreaker.
And I think the division record is the first tiebreakers, which the Lions would have, because it would be their first division loss, and the Vikings would have 2 or 3.
Who did they finish? Who did they finish with?
The Vikings.
So if the Vikings beat them and they end up the same record as what you're saying, so that means we beat the Vikings already. So that means it's a tie.
But the Vikings have already lost. They lost to Green Bay too. That was their other loss.
Correct.
So the Lions would only have 1 division loss. The Vikings would have 2 division losses.
Correct.
So I think the Lions would come out ahead still.
I think the Lions would come out ahead. I'm just trying to think what the tiebreakers are, and the first one is head-to-head.
Right, and they would be split 1-1.
Tied, yeah.
Yeah. But the other question would be, what's the tiebreaker with the Eagles for the 1 seed? Because assuming everybody wins out, they'd all be tied. The Lions need to wrap up the 1 seed with a week to go, so they can get some more rest.
My guess it would be conference record.
I know there's like opponents in there. There's all kinds of. I don't remember what the order is, but yeah. So Lions need to lock it up with a week to go.
Yeah, so we need them to lose,
so they can get 2 weeks off. The Vikings have a tough game, I think, this week. Maybe.
Oh, Rodriguez is on injured reserve?
Yeah.
Oh.
ACL.
Oh.
Yeah.
I know he got hurt, but I didn't know it was that bad.
It was a rough week.
Fucking Raymond's on it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh. Rakestraw's on it. He doesn't do a whole
He has been almost the whole year. Well, he's a rookie this year, and I think he was one of the week 1 or 2 guys they lost for the season.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well.
So, which makes their record even more impressive. I know they've had some close calls in the last 3 weeks, but look at what they have on defense.
Yeah.
Wow. But they're going to have to, that offense is going to have to put on one of their patented shows in 2 weeks when they play the Bills.
Jalen Reeves Maven's on the injured reserve?
Mm-hmm.
Jesus H, people.
Yeah, it's bad, dude. It's really bad.
Wingo? Wingo's okay.
Everybody's still watching on YouTube.
Oh, hey guys.
Listen to our
just talking about injured reserves.
Oh, we're still alive. I haven't left the podcast yet.
Oh, hey. Hi, everybody. We're
anyways,
just talking about Lions.
Jason says to answer those Google reviews, Skippy.
Answer those Google reviews.
Mm-hmm. Customer service. So, yeah. Good or bad?
Oh, yes. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about me personally. Like, I answered the bad one I had.
All of them.
Oh. Do you answer all of them?
Yep. Even if it's just a thanks, hope to see you again type of thing.
Okay.
If you're going by that, then you should be replying to every comment. And
true that. Yes, I believe that's true.
So, all right. And then,
all right,
and then the YouTube stream. We're leaving. Have a wonderful